Full disclosure, Bluetti provided me the AC2A for evaluation. In exchange, I told them they would get a brutally honest evaluation, warts and all. Hello everybody, this is Old Soldier. Okay, just got shipped to me the new Bluetti AC2A power station. Probably not available someplace, just recently got introduced in their line. Let's unbox it. There you have it. It is a small portable power station with the owner's manual and the accessory cable box. Comes well packaged from Bluetti. That is a plus. Let's talk about it. Okay, I'm going to set the AC2A power station up in conjunction with the PV200 Bluetti solar panel. And let's get her charged up. There you have it, folks, and it is starting to charge up. The AC2A came from the factory at 31% charge. Right now it's pulling 126 watts, and the display is telling me that it'll be charged in... The display is telling me it's going to be charged in 1.1 hours. The AC2A can also be charged by a generator, wall socket, or cigarette lighter plug-in. The controls and the LED screen on the AC2A are straightforward and pretty well set out. The LCD screen is very easy to read and very bright. To the right are the two AC outlets, the power button in the center. To the right is the AC selection, and to the left is the DC selection, depending upon what output you prefer. Further down still is one USB-C port and two USB-A ports. To the left side of the face of the power station, this power input is for the solar panel. The lower input is for the car cigarette lighter jack. I should add that the cord for the cigarette lighter does not come included with the AC2A, but is available for purchase from Bluetti. On the right hand side of the AC2A is the input port for a wall socket or a generator, and also on the right is the grounding plug. Before using the AC2A, read the user manual. One thing that is very noticeable upon lifting the AC2A is that it's very lightweight. This provides approximately half the capacity of the AC60, yet it weighs about a third. 7 pounds, super lightweight. The AC2A has a 204.8 watt capacity, and with the inverters, it'll handle 300 watt output. The power lifting mode is specifically designed to handle resistive loads up to 600 watts. However, the power lifting mode is not enabled by default. You have to manually activate it. The Bluetti AC2A has eco modes on both the AC and the DC power output, that if the power output falls below a certain level, the power will automatically shut off. Lightweight and portable, the AC2A is ideal for recharging smartphones, laptop, camera batteries, or other rechargeable batteries on the go. As a matter of fact, I recharged the battery for the camera I'm filming this on prior to filming. As part of my initial evaluation, I have a special guest, Captain. He wasn't a captain, but I call him Captain. And we serve in the same company in Special Forces. He's been on one of my other episodes. We talked about commo gear. And this is Captain, and I had him over today, and we still play around with radios. He has his ham license, we both have our GMRS license, and I've been terribly lazy about getting my ham license, but I just wanted to get his thoughts, because back in the day he was a Special Forces commo man, a Green Beret commo man, and I just wanted to get his thoughts on the application of this today, and maybe like old school, how it would have. The technology is a lot better than it was 25 years ago, obviously. So, Captain Tay, thanks for coming on the channel.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, we're chatting a little bit, and here you can see we've got a couple GMRS radios hooked up to this thing. So, you know, if we were out somewhere, summertime camping, this would be ideal, because we could communicate. If we had people in the party, we could communicate with our GMRS radios. And we hook this up to a solar panel to recharge it, and we recharge the smaller batteries from the larger battery.
Correct. Yeah, you have the option. Either bring a whole bunch of small batteries, or you can just bring one battery and recharge what you have.
So we were talking a little bit before, and we talked about, you don't remember the nomenclature of that old crank we used to use for the batteries for the PRCs.
I don't remember the old crank, but I do remember The generator, yes, but I don't know the nomenclature for it.
Right. And so we used to use FM communications, usually FM with PRC-70, usually in conjunction with a digital messaging device, right? Back in the day?
Correct. The PRC-70 is what I primarily was provided
Right.
to communicate. Other people have a different experience, but for myself it was a PRC-70 and a PRC-77, which goes all the way back to the Vietnam era, I believe.
And that's just the standard Army, that's the standard big Army FM communication.
Correct.
Okay. And then you use DMAGs too, right?
And we use DMAG for burst communications, yes.
Correct. So, and of course, a lot of the time, to keep the PRC-70s running, we had to rotate batteries, and we had to use it. It was like a team event cranking those things up.
Right, we either could bring a whole bunch of batteries or we recharge the batteries in the field, and that's what the hand crank generator was for, yes.
Okay. So we were talking a little bit before, but you really like the lightweight and portability of this, right?
Oh, absolutely. The battery technology today compared to back in the day, it's so much better. The batteries are lighter, they store the same, if not more, electricity, and the current technology is fabulous.
Awesome. But this thing doesn't quite have the capacity you would need back in the day. I'm sure the gear has changed a lot, but in our time in Special Forces, this thing doesn't have the capacity really to...
For this one we're showing here, no, I don't think it does. I don't know the specifications of the PRC-70 or the PRC-77. I don't know the electrical specifications, but it just doesn't feel like this here would be able to recharge those. Maybe it could, but I don't feel that it would. I'd have to know the specifications of the old radios.
So lightweight, it's great to carry in a rucksack, but this doesn't have the...
Correct.
Okay. And well, today, there's probably not too many people watching this that are going to go out and have to power a PRC-70 FM radios, but if you're a ham or GMRS and hunting party with your family, or even if you have a small business and you have an off-grid site where you might not have electrical hookup, something like this would be useful.
Oh,
like it.
Absolutely. The problems we had back then, they're the same problems that we all have now. You have an electrical device and it operates off a battery as its electrical source. Now if that battery goes dead, what do? You need another battery, or you can recharge the battery you have. So in this instance, well, at least here, you have your handheld radio battery. When it goes dead, well, we recharge it off just a bigger battery rather than bringing a whole bunch of extra little batteries.
And then we can recharge the big battery with the solar panel.
And when the big battery goes dead and you still need electricity, yeah, you need to recharge that big battery. And so, of course, we have the solar panel, and we can recharge the big battery with that. That big battery gets recharged, and again, now we can recharge the smaller batteries multiple times off that big battery. Yes.
You know, one thing I like about the AC2A, and I also did a review on the AC60, is that in the daylight you could be charging things often at the same time. You can be drawing input, let's say from the solar panel, at the same time. So you could be charging this battery at the same time you're discharging it. That's a nice feature, I think. What do you think
Correct.
about that?
You can be feeding electricity into it at the same time electricity is coming out of it, yes.
All right. Hey, Kirk, hey man, I really appreciate you coming over here and helping me out and putting your 2 cents in and giving me your commo, your radio expertise. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
With my relatively short exposure to Bluetti products, I have been very impressed, and the AC2A is no exception. I really like it. What sets this particular product apart? Well, the lightweight and the portability. The ideal use for this is to take it to a remote location, to run batteries for your smartphone, your laptop, cameras, or a drone. That said, there are uses for it around the house, but really, the lightweight really makes it portable. This unit weighs in at approximately 7 pounds. It's light enough you could potentially waterproof it and carry it on a canoe trip. I intend to do follow-up segments as life goes on these. These things have an outstanding warranty. I intend to do follow-up episodes to see if this product does in fact stand the test of time. I'm pretty confident it will. This is Old Soldier, and that is my review of the Bluetti AC2A portable lightweight power station.